here's the story. What's this weird pile of rocks doing here? Oh, something about people walking across the river? I don't remember what the big deal was. God's people had only been living in the promised land for a couple generations, but they were already starting to forget about him and everything he had done for them, and about his big promise. The one how he would make them his own special family and through them bless all the families of the world. Yeah, that one. Instead, they started acting like all the families of the world. Tabernacle, that feels so old-fashioned. I want something more on trend, something more relevant to my life. I know. I'll worship this God. He's so sparkly. God's heart was broken. He loved his people, and he had been working hard to separate them from all these demonic gods that their neighbors were worshiping. But they chose to worship these gods, and by doing so, they lost God's special protection, and they started learning how to treat each other in really terrible ways. There are stories in the book of Judges we can't even talk about until you get older. It was that bad. Now that God's special protection was gone, bad guys swarmed in from all over. They killed people, they took people's stuff, they messed up their houses and their farms. Help, God! Where are you? Help us! And God said, "You're calling for me? Yes, I will help you. Here, you all need a leader." So he put a special leader in charge called a judge, who was basically a military leader, a general. "Get rid of those false gods." "Yes, sir," said the people. "We are going to get rid of these bad guys." "Yes, sir," said the people, and God helped them and their leader, and all the bad guys ran away. "Oh, this is so much better," said the people. But their leader would get old and die, and then they would go right back to worshiping the false idols. And then the bad guys would come, and then God would raise up a new leader. This happened over and over and over again. We can see just how badly we needed Jesus to come. Today, we are learning that God is patient with us, even when we forget about him.